legal, ¿ok? Aquí arriba está legal, todo legal aquí. Espero una pelea buena, profesional y limpia. Expect a good, clean, professional fight. Obedezcame y protege a todo momento. Obey my commands and protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves.
Alan Garcia, he came back last February 21st to get a decision win in 6 rounds over Juan Centeno. And he says, look, I had to deal with the situation of being knocked out. He said, while everyone was trying to skirt the question and the conversation about boxing, I had to go head on. And while everybody said, stay away from social media, Tim, he says, I dove head first into it because I wanted to know who was on my side. What were people saying? And he says, the hardest thing, though, was seeing myself turned into a meme with the parachute and falling into the canvas. And he says, but all that motivated me to be where I am today.
The internet, always say the internet is undefeated. There's no doubt about it.
Punch out, punch out.
And there's no need to be, you know, digesting all of that stuff on the internet. There's no need to be reading all that negativity. Although he did it, he said it made him stronger. He went back to the drawing board. But what I really liked about it is he said that he tested himself inside the gym before coming out. I remember back when I fought Ruslan Pavodnikov, and I came to the gym, was a surprise. You had Joel waiting on me, and he said, guess who's here? Matisse.
Oh, that was your first one back?
That was my first day back in the gym.
Crazy.
Training camp. Joel put Matisse in the ring with me, man. I got hit on the chin with a left hook. I flew about 3 or 4 feet to the right, to the left. And it was then when he realized, you know what? I got what it takes. I'm all right. Yep. Because I wasn't afraid.
Yeah, he turned that into a Hall of Fame career.
Absolutely. I wasn't afraid. Absolutely.
And, you know, that's the thing. How are you going to react after you get knocked out? Are you going to be gun shy? Are you going to be, you know, thinking before you throw? And that nanosecond, Tim, could be the difference between landing or getting clipped.
Oh, absolutely.
That hesitation, that moment of hesitation makes all the difference.
Yeah, and Garcia right now is just languishing along those ropes. As you can see, that's where the knockout actually occurred, along those ropes that he was just on. Garcia, good speed, hand speed. I would think of him as a boxer puncher. Very innovative inside the ring, defensively responsible. Good counter punching off the back foot as well. Likes to come forward as well and land combinations. He says he's going to slow down with the combinations. Maybe it might do 1 or 2, maybe three punches, but he was used to doing 4, 5, 6, getting a little bit too greedy. And he said, I left myself open the last time inside the ring, so I definitely corrected that. I'm going to be more selective with my punches. As you can see here.
The referee, Edward Collantes, says, hey, you guys punch out of that hole. Get yourself out of it. I like that. Nice jab from Alan Garcia, taking his time here in the early rounds.
See him using angles right there. It's a nice little step around to get outside that strong side of Medina. See Medina already. He's just looking to close the distance, come behind his jab, and he's looking for that right hand. You can tell he's a pretty good athlete, man, the way he's moving away from some of these punches.
Last September 2024, Gloria Alvarado was wearing a microphone as part of our ESPN Plus coverage, and this was her reaction to Alan Garcia getting knocked out, as surprised as the entire boxing world was.
I need you to be sharp. He's got to walk into it. There you go. Oh!
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Tim, Gloria Alvarado took this young man into her home as a teenager. So she said, it's like my son, her daughter, Right Hook Roxy, is a fighter as well. But for her, it was like her son was getting knocked out.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and she had to remain professional at that moment, man. And sometimes it's hard, man, and not to be emotional, because you know, you fall in love with these fighters in the sense to where you see them every single day. You spend more time with the fighter than you do your actual family. The dedication, everything that they've gone through, you know his deepest thoughts and dreams. And now you see that almost like get crushed, right? He's back in the ring now. He has another opportunity And, you know, kudos to Top Rank for not releasing them, because usually what happens is the promoter will see that and say, "Up, that's damaged goods. We don't want any part of that." So kudos to them for actually keeping them.
Nice body work here in the second round from Alan Garcia. On the other side, Cristian Medina. Garcia, well, he made his pro debut at age 21 under the watchful eye of Rigoberto Alvarez, the brother of Saul Canelo Alvarez. So he has a high pedigree of training and the same style. He's a counterpuncher. That's what they teach in that gym. It's to counterpunch, to make your opponent make mistakes and then make him pay. So he's waiting on Garcia to get a little too greedy and then to come back with a shot of his own.
He's coming forward. He's trying to force a mistake. I can tell Medina, he's looking for that big shot as well. You know, he's watched that video that we just got done watching, I'm sure, 100 times. And was like, man, if I land with something he doesn't see, I think I can stop him. So you can see him trying to hunt him down, cutting the ring off, trying to get close. I wish he would come behind the jab and kind of disguise his offense. However, he's looking for that big right hand or an uppercut.
Look at the body of Medina. You see all that redness because Garcia's trying to set up his shots. Good defense, though, from Medina so far.
Yeah, you can tell. I mean, look, again, how you move to your left, how you move to your right, how you're avoiding shots, that tells me a lot about your athleticism and your awareness inside the ring. You know, Medina, he's not bad. He's taking some shots to the body. However, he's doing a good job of avoiding big shots upstairs.
Garcia talked to us about how, you know, he works so fast and he never thought that would be the downfall for him. You see him get kicked with a nice right uppercut. He's hurt here early in round number 2. And he gets tackled, but he was holding on for dear life.
And he was doing the right thing when holding on for dear life. And he's going to have to hold on some more because, trust me, I'm telling you, Medina, that's what he's looking for, that knockout. That uppercut caught him, right?
That it sure did. And now a left hook catches him, and he's got 35 seconds to finish the job here in the second round. And Garcia is still hurt. But he's doing what he needs to do to stay in this fight, Tim, and that's hold.
Absolutely. Utilize survival tools, man. Tie up, step in, smother. Punch every now and then. Be defensive-minded right now. And that's what you're seeing from Garcia.
We talked about Medina waiting for his opportunity. Now you see Garcia in the southpaw stance, but he just barely held on here in round number 2 as he got clipped by a right uppercut on the inside. And let's listen in to Glory Alvarado.
Review that guy, right? Hey, look, you got to work off those clinches, pal. But you got to keep that hand right back committed, all right? Don't worry about that. Go get your shit back, but don't lose it. Don't lose it, all right?
I told you on the inside, Medina was looking for 2 punches. He's looking for the overhand right and also looking for the uppercut on the inside. Let's see what punch lands here. Little hook there. Oh, nice little hook on the inside. He just shortened his shot up. He's along the ropes. You saw Garcia squared up with him, left himself exposed. Boom, nice little, it was like, might be like a 45 almost with the right hand. Half hook, half uppercut. Splitting those guards. He never saw it, man. Just bouncing off the ropes right there. That was beautiful work right there from Medina. He knew he had his man hurt. However, you saw the survival tactics of Garcia trying to hold out, do whatever he can to survive that last round. But dang, what a shot.
Part of Team Alvarez over there in Guadalajara, Jalisco, El Vikingo, the Viking. They call him that because he's afraid of nothing, and that's a nice tattoo on his chest that says Vikingo.
Look, Garcia now coming out in the southpaw stance thinking that that's the right thing to do, to try to punch from a different angle or give a different look. However, I don't think it's smart because that right hand of Medina ain't no joke.
Puts you in a closer to that range, right? Or does it get you further away?
Well, it's southpaw versus orthodox. If you really think about it, you're looking to land that particular punch.
You beat a southpaw with the right.
Absolutely.
Nice flurries there from Garcia. Now Alan lands a nice right.
It's these moments. I mean, Garcia wants some get back. She's showing his heart right now, but I don't know if that's smart. I mean, look, that would be me inside the ring. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, but look,
It's different sitting here with the suit on.
Because I'm going to be pissed off because you just hurt me and I want to get some get back. But look, those combinations by Garcia is great, but you got to be careful. He can get caught in between. Medina is looking for one shot in between one of those punches. Maybe something wide.
We talked about Medina coming from that Alvarez camp where, you know, Eddie Reynoso, Canelo, their philosophy, as well as Rigoberto, his trainer, is you counter punch and you either wait for a mistake or you make your opponent make a mistake. Nice left there.
The same exact place he was at. Get off them ropes. You got Garcia standing along those ropes. He was along the ropes when he got knocked out last time.
Right there, actually.
Yeah, I mean, come on. And from the southpaw stance.
Nice lead left from
Alan
Garcia.
Let him go. Suéltalo. Tiene golpes.
Yeah, he playing Russian roulette, man. Being along those ropes. See, you know, along those ropes, you only have two ways to go. I mean, look, if you step in and tie up, you can go left, go right, but you can't go back. Your first line of defense is gone, which are your feet to be able to maintain distance or get out of range of a shot.
Good defense there from Garcia. He's popping and exiting.
Yeah, but look then that. He's desperate. I'm telling you, he's desperate, man.
You can't lunge against a counter puncher like Medina.
Absolutely not. And the guy that's there, he's calculating. He's waiting on the right shot to line up that right shot down the middle when he least expected. Again, it's the punches you don't see is the ones that hurt you.
And Garcia told us as much. He's like, look, I thought I saw it coming, and then boom, next thing you know, I'm seeing white. 2-1 combination there from Garcia. If nothing else, he's switching things up here in the third round.
Yeah, but I will tell you, I'm impressed with the fact that he's still poised in a sense to where he's not fearful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some guys, they get in there and they become so timid and start running around the ring and scared to get hit. I mean, come on, man. I like the fact that he's actually here to fight.
Your body's not supposed to pass your legs, okay? You stay uniform, right? Uniform. Don't jump into anything. All right? I didn't like that shot, the last one. How you feeling? All right? Good. You're doing beautiful boxing, okay? Okay. But your fucking hands, bro, they gotta be up, all right? You cannot drop them after you land the shot and drop your hands. Okay. They stay to the center. I keep telling you, stay to the center. Okay? It can't be hard to stay in the center. You gotta control the center, right? Okay. Touch them and move to the side, not back.
Right, nice little forward shift right there into the orthodox stance from Garcia, getting his head on the outside right here, going down with a body shot. See what else he got going on here. Whoa, nice angle change right there from Medina. Pretty nice uppercut. That's a beautiful move right there. Just catching Garcia leaning forward, out of position, just with that small little minor angle change right there. He was able to place that uppercut beautifully on the chin.
You ever seen Garcia. The gloves that Alan Garcia is wearing? Jackson Supreme on the logo.
What is that? Is that Canelo gloves?
No.
What is that?
No, Canelo's gloves are no boxing, no life.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what. I ain't never seen those gloves before. You got a story on those?
Ooh, nice body shot. Nope. Nice combination, and then Medina lands a nice counter uppercut.
Medina, he wants Garcia to do some of the work for him. Again, Medina just conserving. He's taking a lot of punches. You know, every now and then he'll place a shot.
Go, keep work. Let's work there. Let's work there. Pull your arm out.
He's dependent right now on his toughness.
Step back.
Just getting close, keep putting pressure. He's trying to create an opening just with his presence.
Arm out from his back. Pull it out. Pull his arm out.
Body shot.
Good body work from both
guys exchange body shots.
Good body work from Garcia on the inside. Out. Good jab on the way out as well.
That sets up the body shot from Garcia.
See the defensive responsibility right there from Garcia. Again, I don't like him along those ropes. He needs to keep the fight in the center of the ring.
Okay, stop. Step back. No golpes atrás.
Good champ Michaela Mayer sitting next to Bob Arum, who as always was here for the first fight of the night.
Get that arm out of there. Get that arm out of there.
Good inside fighting from Garcia here, but he stayed too long.
Well, he's smothering his shots right now. Again, and his feet are all over the place. He's squared up right now as well. All right, now he's giving a little shoulder. There we go.
And his hands were down.
Stop, step back, step back, step back, stop.
And he's in the southpaw position. Let's see. See what Medina does. I mean, look, very low output this round. He needs to get on some offense.
And Medina just missed with that uppercut.
Pull your arm out of there.
You can tell Medina's in tip-top shape, too.
Step back.
I mean, he's not even breathing. And you can tell his game. He's just like, hey, I'm coming. I'm going to make you fight. I'm going to make you fight. I'm going to try to tire you out. It's been 11 months or so since you've been in the ring. And that's what he's hoping. He's hoping that Garcia tires.
Fought in February in his comeback fight, Tim, but
Well,
since the knockout, it's been that long.
Yeah.
And look, you got to give Garcia credit. Coming back from that second round where he was hurt so badly.
Yeah, he's taking the shots a lot more easier right now. And he feels like he's a boss right now as well. I mean, he swept the last 2 rounds. Pretty simple.
Alan Garcia doing a lot of good work on the inside, Tim. Let's take a look at some of the body work that's been so effective for the fighter out of LA.
Yeah, you got Garcia putting some barbecue sauce on these ribs, baby. You know, straight right hands downstairs. Any opening, it'll tuck up in the high guard. What do you do? Come around it. There he is, trying to tuck up in the high guard, leaving his body open. Oh, yeah. Double-fisted body attack. Hey, that's the way you slow down your opposition right there. That's the way you take some steam away from him, and also you take some of that power away from his punches.
This is 5?
Yeah.
All right, you got the conditioning for 10 more, right?
Yeah.
You got this. It's here, too.
Yeah.
Strong. Okay? Here. Defense. Touch and move, all right? Touch and move, Got it? He's desperate. He's going to come out with everything, okay? You got to stay sharp, right?
I like that. Strong mentally. That's what boxing's about. Yeah, it's about throwing punches, you know. I mean, X's and O's, all the above. But man, the mental got to be right. She told him right. Stay disciplined. Stay focused all the way through. Do not fall asleep for 1 second because he's looking for one punch.
He already was rocked in the second round, held on for dear life. Alan Garcia was able to survive the second round and then found his legs under him and has been able to outbox Medina in rounds 3 and 4.
Yeah, but have you noticed that none of those hard shots are really phasing Medina? Medina got a beard on him, man.
Yeah, and then Garcia just went 6 rounds in a unanimous decision win against Juan Centeno, who's 8-18-4, which was a get-well fight, but
so he might not be popping like that.
I mean, is it that you have to be set? What is it in terms of technique that you're seeing?
Your feet got to be right. That's what starts with the foundation, baby. I mean, he looked like he's digging into those punches and sitting down in those shots. Again, got to bring those knuckles down, man. Big slapping shots to the body.
Well, that's a nice left hook there from Garcia.
He started turning those left hooks over. Knuckles down, man down.
Good blocking of that body shot from Medina with the forearm.
Yeah, but Medina's getting outworked, not working enough at all.
Let's go. Step back. Stop.
You know, when you're just looking for one shot and you think you're going to hit the man and he's going to fall and it doesn't go that way, what else can you do, Medina? What else can you do?
He's got to be funky cold Medina.
He going to have to do something. He going to have to do something other than just walking forward and just taking a beat. It's like, let your hands go.
Pull that arm out. Go. Pull that arm out.
You see, he was bringing back old demons, right? And then he let off the gas and he allowed Garcia to have success. And now Garcia believes. He's like, I'm good.
He's going down.
I got through this. Oh, no problem now.
Pull that arm out.
I got you.
Let's work.
See, it's your job, being Medina, to make sure he don't believe that he can believe that he can win.
He's got to land more of those left hooks, does Medina, because Garcia has just been mowing him down the last few rounds. That body shot again.
Too. Look at the red mark on there
Pull your arm out. Work
on that right side.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's a counter right
shot
from Medina.
That was a nice shot right there.
And you saw Garcia lean too far forward, and Medina makes him pay. And he's hurt for the second time in this fight. The best part for Garcia, it happened with 8 seconds left. Tim, you took risks, and he paid the price for it.
It's about time. I mean, if he let his hands go a little bit more, he'd be able to have more of those moments.
All you're doing with your hands tight, okay? That's what you're supposed to be doing. We're asking you to angle out with your hands tight. All right? You got to pay attention. You got one more round.
6 rounds right here.
6 and 1 round. So 6. Is it 6 coming in?
It's 6 coming in right here.
Five. I need you to fucking box and move. You got legs to move.
Okay.
Remember those mountains? Get the jitters out. Like you good.
Yeah.
You got legs now, okay? Stop trying to sit there and knock them out.
Okay.
Leaning forward, swinging wild, forward shift, boom, gets clipped with an uppercut while he's leaning forward. See Medina plant that back foot, ooh, lift him up with the uppercut. He was actually throwing a left hook at the same time. Look how far that left hook hand is down. My gosh. Again, getting a bit desperate. He's not being disciplined. You know, that's the problem. Garcia's rushing. He's trying to knock him out with one shot. You know, he's putting too much weight on the shot. He misses the big shot, and then he goes his body. Inertia takes him to a different way, you know, the same way, and then he gets clipped with an uppercut. It's ridiculous.
Tim, what worries me in that round is the impression that Gloria overall thought it might be the 6th and final round when it's an 8-round fight.
Okay, let's go. Pull that
We'll
arm out
see
there.
if
Stop.
they
Step
figured
back.
that out.
Yeah.
But if she sends them out to be, give it what you got, and all of a sudden you got 6 more minutes to fight.
Well, that's why you got other cornermen in there to let you know, hey, hey, we got 2 more, baby. We got 2 more.
Pull that arm out, work.
You got 9 minutes of action left.
Yeah, but he looks fine.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks fine. Even after that,
Uh-oh.
that scare in the last
There's a
round.
left hook and then a right uppercut from Medina. If Medina lets his hands go, this fight changes completely.
Absolutely.
Got it? Let's go.
What else is he supposed to do if he's hurt, ref? That's all I'm gonna ask. What else is he supposed to do? I think Garcia feels safe being close to Medina.
Step back, step back, step back.
Because Medina hasn't made him pay.
Yeah, the closer you are to your opposition, the safer you are, to be honest with you. You make it difficult for them to be able to create space to punch. But when you're sitting mid-range like that, you can get hit with those uppercuts. And Medina right there just missed off the mark with another right uppercut attempt.
The irony that 6'1" Rafael Espinosa loves to be at this range.
Yeah.
Work in there.
And
He's dangerous at that range.
Absolutely.
Nice left hook there from Garcia. Short shots on the inside.
And see, he'll get off and then he'll smother. Get off and then he'll smother. Good tactics right here from Garcia. Again, you see Medina trying to create some space for himself to be able to let his hands go off the ropes. See that mouth open of Garcia now. Starting to use those legs too. Good defense after.
Left.
Nice roll with the shot as well.
But that's a
nice.
dangerous shot if he misses it. But so far he's been able to connect both leaping left hooks.
Oh.
A war of attrition.
Watch your head.
Garcia coming in with his head, making Tim Bradley proud.
How you know? Nah.
You're like, good job, kid.
He's just leaning forward, trying to keep some space. You can use your head.
Look at Tim justifying.
Oh, you can. You put your head on his chest, you're able to keep a little bit of space for yourself. You leave yourself open for an uppercut. However, you can create space. Chavez used to do that a lot.
Ooh.
Breathe through that little stroke. Take a deep breath. Hold it in. Just like that, but staying sharp after you punch. Watch his counters, huh?
Yeah.
He hit you in the back of the head, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. But I need you to stay sharp, kid. All right? You're up. You're doing beautiful.
He's winging him.
He's winging him, I know, but you gotta stay sharp. You got your timing's gotta be there. You gotta catch him, okay? But your chin is up when you fucking throw. You
Garcia loved to hang around those ropes. You know, I don't understand why. In that southpaw position again off the ropes, but good defense from him. Great getting underneath those shots. Here he is. Loops his shot, understands another shot is coming. It's good transitional work right here from Garcia. From offense to defense, back to offense.
Right, round 7 of a scheduled 8-round fight. Bernardo Osuna alongside the International Boxing Hall of Famer Timothy Bradley. Continuing great action.
Nice left hand. He rolled a little bit with it. Medina did, but nice flush shot though.
That's a lead right now from Garcia. And he's putting his hands back up.
He gonna have to.
Body work from Alan Garcia. Now it's Medina putting in work.
Hey, look. Medina tough.
Stop.
He coming to fight.
Give me your gloves. Give me your gloves.
He coming to fight, man. He's looking to land that shot, man. He know he's getting out skilled. No doubt about it. He didn't want to box. He was like, no, I want to make it rough and tough.
Ooh, that's a right uppercut from Medina, and now Garcia enters with a right of his own.
Man, Garcia just be, I'm telling you, man.
Hey, step back.
He be playing Russian roulette, man. A lot of this stuff he ain't got to be doing. He's taking chances left and right. Look, he's throwing the right hand and he's dropping the left hand. Head directly on the line. It's ridiculous.
His nose is bleeding as he lands a nice body shot, but he was blowing his nose. Now it's profusely bleeding. And I don't know if that's blood from the nose of Medina of Garcia on the forehead of Medina, or if it's a cut. Right? It's from those exchanges where he's rubbing his face on the head of Medina. We saw him having trouble, Tim, blowing his nose between rounds, and now this is going to exacerbate that situation.
You can't be blowing your nose in between rounds. Again, your eyes are starting to swell up, and I know it's a few more rounds to go, but man, you're not supposed to blow your nose. Let it run out. Let the cut man do his job.
And this is a situation where you see an energized Medina now that he sees the blood on the face of Garcia.
And he can feel Garcia actually weakening because he's starting to tire. Hear that crowd, baby.
Absolutely, they're into this now. Oh, that's a good right from Garcia.
It sure was. Garcia got to stay tight, man. He got to stay disciplined. He can't get drugged into a firefight with this man. He got to keep boxing. Keep boxing, using his legs, creating space for himself. Again, he can get caught getting wide, getting a little bit too greedy. Pick your spots.
You just see the blood of Garcia dripping on the body of Medina.
Medina got to turn himself off the ropes. Turn himself off the ropes. That's it. Yep.
See just how bad this nosebleed is.
All right, look at that double jab and the fact that the two is landing, okay? You started off good and you left the jab back, you left the jab behind again. I need you to fucking jab, sharp jab like you just threw. Okay? He's gonna come out with everything. You have to stay sharp. You didn't work this hard to finish last. You gotta stay sharp, double jab left, double jab right, whatever it is. You stay right-handed, do not fucking switch up on him. Do you understand me? Stay right-handed. Stay low when you're on. I don't even want you chest to chest with him.
It's been a highlight of Medina. That uppercut. You see Garcia leaning forward over that front knee. Right in the lane for the uppercut. And Medina understanding that. You see that blood just started dripping out of that nose. He did some damage to that nose.
This is the 8th and final round.
Ralph Velez Jr. announcing to the crowd that this is the 8th and final round. These two warriors have put it all on the line. Will Medina have something left to get to the finish line? Or will Garcia be able to withstand those crazy right uppercuts of the fighter out of Guadalajara? The undefeated fighter Albert Chop Chop Gonzalez holding his baby there in the crowd. He was supposed to fight on this card, but his opponent had medical issues earlier this week, and that fight was called off. We hope to see Chop Chop soon. And Garcia continues to chop at the body of Medina.
Again, he feels safer being close instead of being at that mid-range. You either got to be all the way in or all the way out. I like the fact that he wants to go all the way in, pause, into the chest of Medina to be able to take that space away from that uppercut, So he lands a short little uppercut on the inside of himself, Garcia. But Medina can't allow him to do that, man. Yep. Medina got to let his hands go before he gets there. He knows he's going to close the gap. Oh, he hurt him with that body shot. He kind of bent over after he got hit with that body shot to the solar plex by Medina.
There's just not enough offense from Cristian Medina in this fight.
Not enough at all.
And when he did throw, he landed and hurt Garcia twice in the second round with an uppercut, and then again.
Yeah, but the recuperative powers of Garcia shows you he's in tremendous shape. And two, mentally, he's engaged. He's great. Yes, he's all right.
She knows how to get his attention immediately.
Yes.
And how to get him back on track.
Absolutely. And that's what a coach's supposed to be able to do.
And this is a loaded weight class at 135. Great flurry of punches there from Alan Garcia.
And nothing coming back from Medina.
That's where it's dangerous, though, Tim. He exposed himself.
Yeah, when he's leaping out with shots and stuff. I mean, all he has to do is stay tight. Good uppercut on the inside.
Ooh. Body shot again from Garcia. Ooh. Digging deep.
Look at the heart. Look at the heart. Look at the heart of Garcia. Oh, yeah. Look, say whatever you want to say. This kid's a real fighter, man. He just hurt him with that body shot, too.
Shot to the solar plexus.
Man. That hard.
He said, you might turn me into a meme, but I'm going to turn you into a fan tonight in this round. And you see that cut over the left eye of Cristian Medina. It happens late in the fight. It'll be inconsequential, but just not enough for Medina. And Alan Garcia, Tim, tonight he had great technique early. Then he got sloppy. He got clipped. He showed heart. That bloody nose that he had to deal with. So all the adversity inside, outside the ring, you see the character of this young man.
He's back. He wants it. You can tell. You know, say whatever you want to say. Yeah, he got hit, he got rocked, but he was able to overcome. That's the important part. And moving forward, that's going to do something to his psyche. That's going to help him moving forward. He's going to believe a little bit more in himself each time he steps foot in this ring. But hey, he overcame a lot of demons tonight, because even though he had fought beforehand, he fought on the card with its bright lights now. He back on the big scene. He back on ESPN Plus, and he was able to come out here and put on this type of performance. Yeah, a lot of growth still needs to be done. I'm sure Gloria's trainer is going to go back, watch the film, and say, yeah, you know what, you rushed here, you did this, you did that, you did this wrong. However, she's going to be happy the fact that he got through and he was able to finish strong the way he did. I like it. I like this performance tonight. Yes, he took some shots he shouldn't have. However, great performance back for the first time.
A lot to like. Plenty of holes that you have to patch up.
Yeah.
But that's why he and Gloria Alvarado are such a great duo. Let's set it up to Ralph Velez Jr. with the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges, Rudy Barragan, Jack Reese, and Joe Farbstein, scored the contest 79-73. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Alan Kid Kansas Garcia.
That $1 million smile is back on the face of Alan Garcia, the charismatic young fighter out of Kansas City.
Love it. Glad he's back. Absolutely.
So another victory, make it 16 in his professional career. And this one was hard fought here in San Diego, California. We'll get our first look at Perla